My favorite thing about this region is the incredible diversity. From going to the coastal ocean and then to a Garry Oak ecosystem and then to dense forest is pretty incredible.
And when you put together that natural diversity and the kindness of our people, I think, what's not to love?
Each and every person in Victoria should be able to share their own experience about nature, and HAT helps to create a space to do that.
The fact that we have such an amazing urban interface surrounding us. We have orcas in the straits, we have bear and cougars, we have spawning salmon at Millstream. All of these things, they surround us and intermingle with our lives here on Southern Vancouver Island.
From ocean to wetland to Garry Oak meadows to beautiful rainforests. That's what I love about this region.
My most memorable experience with nature was when I encountered a turtle that encouraged me to get involved with HAT. I was on a field trip with a class in Metchosin, and I came across this great turtle. I'd never seen it before, so I took photos and sent them to HAT so that they could identify it. Turned out it was the endangered western painted turtle, one of HAT's focus species. And ever since then, I've been really excited about habitat stewardship and protecting the turtle, and I've been involved with HAT ever since.
For 4 years, we have been working on removing invasive Scotch broom in the logging area, the previously logged area of this sanctuary, which is owned by the Islands Trust Fund. And this year, we, HAT staff, along with 28 volunteers, came over to the island and we planted over 145 trees and shrubs. So I was really excited to be able to go full circle to seeing the broom just completely covering this area, removing that broom and then seeing it planted with native species. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like in 10 years.
My favorite experiences in nature regionally is the fall here in the Victoria area. I love going out with my family and my husband and my dog and getting out to a place like Goldstream and shuffling our feet through all the maple leaves and enjoying all the varied colors. My favorite experiences in nature often tend to be ones of surprise or discovery, but one that really stands out for me was a day when I went with a bunch of good friends to Botanical Beach, and we went at the lowest tide of the year. And when we went out there was just such a diversity of life. Everything was a rainbow of colors. We saw everything from urchins to sea stars, herons, and we even saw a mink. And I think experiences like that are something that everybody should get a chance to have, just to be a part of the wild nature that we have in this region.
I had the opportunity to go to a location out near Goldstream, and we set up in a location right underneath the peak of a house, and we were with a number of volunteers that were also really excited about working with bats and had never seen bats up close before. And so we waited right until dusk, so you can time it to your watch and you know exactly when they're going to come out, and they'll fly out by the hundreds. It's really amazing to see. And it was exciting for me because I had never seen bats up close before, and then a number of these volunteers were so excited as well. So it was a really cool shared experience that we had in nature.
I started out with HAT as a volunteer with the Western Screech Owl monitoring and the bat monitoring programs. And I think that's part of what makes HAT so amazing, is giving people an avenue to get out into nature and to do the things they love. It's really important for people to not only understand nature, but to value it.
The obvious things, the fact that we need our forests to sequester carbon, we need those wildlife corridors for our large mammals to go. I believe we need these wild places as humans. I think we have to be able to explore the unexpected, and we have to be able to keep that awe and that wonder in our lives.
As a biologist, I've always been really passionate about conservation, about the environment, and looking at wildlife and surveying and monitoring wildlife. It's always been an important thing to me and something I've always been excited about. Now working with HAT, I find it incredible that I'm able to do these things and protect nature work with surveying wildlife, but more importantly working with the community. So working with people that are really excited about protecting land in their own backyards and learning more about their own neighborhood. And so for me, that's what makes working for HAT so incredible and such a great opportunity to spend time with people and get to learn more about what their interests are.
I was really fortunate where I grew up in that I had not just my backyard, but I had a huge acreage that I grew up on. So I had forests and fields and creeks to explore and play in. And that was really valuable to me, and I think it really made me the person that I am today. I really want my children to have that same experience, and that's what I love about HAT, is that it's interested in and focused on doing local land conservation so that people regionally can have that same experience, children and adults alike.
I think everyone needs to spend time in nature. We need our green spaces to be healthy, to explore and to learn, to thrive, and for our wildlife, for habitat. But our green spaces are disappearing. Those forests in our backyards may not be there forever. So that's really why I feel like HAT's work to conserve the natural spaces we have left is more important than ever.